Well, you can sit down now. There you go. Except for you. Our first speaker, I'd like to introduce Bishop John Brannon. He's a father of 3, husband of 1, leader of many in the community and the church, both nationally and internationally. A military man, he served 32 years in the defense of this nation, both in wearing a uniform and at the pulpit. When one is needed to lead the fight, he is called to unify, establish, and challenge the spirit of the fight. Bishop Brannon is a teacher, a life coach, a friend, and a patriotic American. Please welcome Bishop John Brannon.
Good afternoon, Colorado and fellow Republicans, and most of all, good afternoon, Americans. Come on, good afternoon, Americans. We are in an interesting time of history. We're in a time where we're at a crossroads of, are we going to be a divided nation or are we going to unite? Come on, USA, that's right. Come on, come on. Listen, the statement goes out, united we stand. So which are we going to be? Which are we going to be? That means we need to come to an understanding of what is going to be the mission, the focus, and the purpose of this election. Are we going to allow things to continue to separate us as Americans? Or are we going to turn around and say the most important thing is the fiber of our unity? It is the fiber of our unity that determines this right here. A strong family makes a strong nation, and a strong nation makes an formidable force to be reckoned with. And it is my belief that the time has come that we separate issues that divide us of ideology. And we start focusing on what's really important. And I believe the thing that's really important is the success of our nation. I believe that the thing that is really important is the defense of our nation. I think that the thing that is really important is that our children have a future to look forward to. Now, I don't know, because y'all are really quiet, so I don't really know if that's your vision. I don't know if that's your desire. I don't know if that's your focus. But we need to have a united front as we go into the election. We need to make it adamantly clear that we are all Americans and we stand for one thing, and that is to succeed as the world power once again. Now, I remember when I entered into the military some ago, and I had a young man that was my bunk buddy. That means that one was on the bottom, one was in top, not side by side. And one night I woke up. You ever had that feeling like somebody was looking at you? One night I opened my eyes and I looked up and he was like, and I said, dude, what's your problem, man? He said, I've never seen one of you. I'm like, what? I've never seen a black guy before. I'm like, where are you from? I'm from Maine. This was in 1980. And that young man became a buddy of mine because, you see, one thing that the military does is it tears down our individualism. And it builds us up as a one team. And so I had to look to the person to my left and to my right, and I had to depend on them for my life survival. So I want you to do that real quick. Look to the person to your left and the person to your right. If you're at the very end, you might be lonely. That's a fellow American. That's the one that you need to look to get your back. Why don't you ask him real quick, I can count on you to have my back? Ask them real quick, can I count on you to have my back? And by focusing on the true factor that the one to your left and the one to your right has your back, we stop worrying about ourselves and we focus on the mission. So the mission that is at hand right now is to unite America. Somebody yell right real quick, unite us again. Come on, one more time, unite us again. United we stand, divided we fall, and I think we now have a leader that can help us do that. God bless you.